Okay, we're going to go over some more vocabulary words. Today we're going to go over Earth's rotation words. They are rotation, axis, compass, shadow, sundial, day, night. Our first word is rotation. You're going to add the word rotation in your middle box, and the definition is the time it takes the Earth to make one complete rotation on its axis, a 24-hour period. And HR stands for hour. It's an abbreviation. So you're going to pause the video here and add this information into your page or into your class kick, whichever one you're working with today. Unpause when you are finished. This picture here is showing that the Earth is rotating on its axis. Notice that it is tilted. It's not straight up and down. So there's not actually a bar or a pole or something that the Earth is on. It's an imaginary line. And you can see it's kind of tilted. It's not straight up and down. And the Earth spins on this line. So there's not actually arrows either. Those are just imaginary, trying to show you the direction that it's spinning. Your next word is axis. And so you're going to add the word axis in the middle box. And then your definition is a line, real or imaginary, around which something spins. In the case of the Earth, it's an imaginary thing. We don't actually see it. You can't see it. But it is a real thing that the Earth spins on. You just can't see it. Pause here and add your information, and unpause the video when you're finished. All right, so if I could see the axis and could see the north and south poles, like there were actually poles there, then this is what you would see. Now, there are not really poles there. You're not going to go to the North Pole and see a pole sticking out of the ground. But if you did, if that was a real thing, that's what you would see. This is just to illustrate to you what the axis is. Your next word is compass. You're going to pause the video here, add the word compass in your middle box, and your definition in the last box. The definition is an instrument that shows direction and uses a small magnet to show north. It'll show north, south, east, and west, but the arrow points north using a magnet. So pause here, add your information, unpause when you're finished. This picture here shows you kind of an example of what a compass looks like. So the arrow points north. So if I were facing north, it would be pointing to the end. Right now, I'm facing west. Your next word is shadow. So you're going to add the word shadow in your middle box. And your definition is a dark area caused when an object blocks light from falling on a surface. And your example here is a tree casting a shadow from the sun. So the light is being blocked, the sunlight's being blocked by the tree, and it's making a shadow. So you're going to pause the video here and add your information on your chart. This picture here is an example of shadow. It's showing you shadows of birds. Notice here that the shadows are shorter over here and longer over here. And we'll talk more about why that is. Your next word is sundial. You're going to add the word sundial in the middle. And your definition is an instrument that measures the time of day using the position of the sun. This is something they used back before they had clocks. So they had to use a sundial. Pause the video here and add your information. Here's an example of a sundial. Sometimes you might see something like this in someone's garden and you might have wondered what it was. Well, now you know. It's a sundial that can tell you what time it is. Your next word is day-night. And you may be saying, well, I know what daytime is, I know what nighttime is. This is more focused on the causes of day and night. Why do we have daytime? Why do we have nighttime? Not the fact of what is daytime, what is nighttime. So you're going to add day and night in the middle. Your definition is day, Earth is facing the sun and is lighted, and night, the Earth is facing away from the sun and is dark. So in this part of the Earth, it's facing the sun, so it's daytime. In this part of the Earth, it's facing away from the sun, so it's nighttime. You're going to add this information in your chart and unpause the video when you're done adding it. All right, so here's an example. Obviously, you're not going to see this in one place. This is a time-lapse video. So what they did is they took a picture from the same location during the day and the same location at nighttime. And using photography, put the two pictures together on their computer so you can kind of see what it looked like at day and at night. You're not going to have the same day and nighttime in the same place at the same time like this. All right, so it's now time to see how well you're paying attention to your words. See what you remember. What is an instrument that measures the time of day using the position of the sun? If you said sundial, you got that right. Good job. What is a line, real or imaginary, around which something spins? If you said axis, you're correct. What is a dark area caused when an object blocks light falling on a surface? If you said shadow, great job. What is an instrument that shows direction and uses a small magnet to show north? Compass. Good job. What is it when Earth faces the sun and is lighted, and then when the Earth faces away from the sun and is dark? So it's a two-part question here. Day and night. Good. What is the time it takes the Earth to make one complete rotation on its axis, otherwise known as a 24-hour period? A rotation. Good. Here's some sources of where the information came from, as well as the pictures that were used in this slideshow.